There is something going on in all Western democracies of which we should be aware, and everybody watching knows what it is. They don't have the name for it. I'm going to call it government creep. No, not the creep, you may say, who is leading our government. Not that one, not that person who is so incompetent that our country is running amok. I'm talking about government generally, taking over everything that you do. It used to be at one time government dealt with foreign affairs, taxation, school, health, transportation. Now government wants to take over everything you say and you think. Jordan Peterson is being taken to court because the governing body for his profession wants to make sure that he is indoctrinated the right way, that he's not thinking out of the box. And what's going on with the rest of government? The carbon tax. All the fashionable people in urban centers saying it's smart. The economists saying it's smart, you need to do it. Where I live in a little village called Buckhorn, a number of people work in Oshawa, the GM plant. They drive down every day to Oshawa and drive back. You can't do anything about that. There's no other transportation. You have to pay the gas. No matter how much the government taxes those people, they still have to pay the tax because they have to get to work. Farmers have to plow their fields. They have to seed their fields. They have to dry their grain. It all takes gas. So for the people in Ottawa who are still flying around on government jets all over the place, they don't understand that the normal person in Canada cannot do without gasoline, and they're taxing those normal people to death. We are being controlled throughout our lives. School boards are saying what teachers can and cannot say as far as sexuality. Hospitals are talking now about puberty blockers, where you have to give pills to a 12-year-old because you think there may be an issue in the future. I don't want to go into medical science, but in every facet of somebody's life, government, whether it be municipal, provincial, or federal, is just reaching in there. And pretty soon, you aren't going to be able to do anything, and sometimes even watch a show on the internet, like this one, without government calling you to account. So I'm all for accountability. Most people watching the show are for liberty and freedom and responsibility and accountability. But let's just make sure and keep fighting so that government and the power of bureaucracies does not make us a nation of lemmings. 3 minutes. This show provides independent analysis of the issues. We are not paid by the government. And as I am finding, so much business in Canada relies upon various governments that they don't want to sponsor or advertise on a show which may become controversial, which talks about liberty, freedoms, sometimes criticizes government. I've had guests on that support the government. But people are saying, you know what? We don't want to bite the hand that feeds us, i.e. government, which is why I hope you'll subscribe and contribute to keep this show on the air.